Hello everyone, quick review for you today, the 6th and 7th books of Moses, edited by Joseph Peterson. This is an Ibis Press book, and just like the majority of the Ibis Press books, at least all the ones that I've seen, it's very, very nice quality. Once again, just like the Arbitel, also by Joseph Peterson, that I reviewed a couple of weeks ago, the dust cover is very nice. It's quite plastified, and it feels like it'll take quite a lot of use. What's really nice is the book binding itself, which is cloth bound, and the cloth actually feels quite nice quality. It feels like real cloth. Unlike some of the, unlike the Golden Horde books that I've been reviewing recently. The stamp on there is silver. I know it looks white on the screen there. I'm trying to make it shine, but it does actually look nice and shiny and silvery. And this is what the spine looks like. Okay. All right, I'll show you the spine of the dust cover. There we go. And I'll let you pause the video so you can read the blurb here. And also inside the dust cover over here. Okay, so you got that, and let me show you what you get. So this is an interesting grimoire. It was obviously hugely influential. It's supposed to be, okay, so for those of you who don't know, the first 5 books of the Old Testament or of the Torah are referred to as the Pentateuch, and they're supposed to be the 5 books written by Moses. So by extension, this being the 6th and 7th books of Moses, the story is that they are books written by Moses that weren't included in the official Torah. And these books outline the magic that Moses supposedly learned in Egypt and then subsequently used to perform miracles to get the Hebrew people out of Egypt. So that's the story of this. It's very likely that this was based on the Sefer Raziel, and it makes good sense. The introduction by Joseph Peterson is absolutely fascinating, talking about the history, talking about the different incarnations of the 6th and 7th books. You can see here how he talks about the different versions, giving different different versions of the same talismans, breastplates, and of course the difficulties in determining which one was influenced by which. But it's really, really interesting, and so we get a preface here which is about 40 odd pages, I believe. Yeah, going quite deep there, still in the introduction. Fascinating stuff. And then we actually start with the first book. There we go, the first mystery. So this is the 6th book of Moses, and it's tome 1. It's essentially talismanic magic. So the idea is that you're making talismans on parchment and using special words of power as you make the talismans to give the talismans powers of whatever spirit. And it makes a lot of use of biblical references. So, for instance, here you have the left side and the right side of the Ark of the Covenant, and you can see these on some of the talismans and of the Gallery of Magic. So some of the modern magic that is being created today is actually using this original stuff as extremely powerful stuff. This, I believe, is a breastplate of Moses, once again, used very widely in modern magic. There we go. So, of course, this being the a reference to the snake that Moses conjured up, which also could be simply the caduceus of Asclepius. There you go. That's left and right hand side of the Ark of the Covenant. So lots and lots of talismans and pentacles. And then you get the appendices, and you'll see that the appendices actually take up more than half the book. And everything is annotated very, very carefully by Joseph Peterson. He's taken such care over this. It's really lovely, and you have these lovely bichromatic talismans in the middle of the book. Really beautiful. And then lots and lots of theory and practice and how to use all of this, and invocations and some cryptography, some Faustian origins and roots, and then a selected bibliography. Very nice bibliography. There's probably nothing on there that wouldn't be very welcome on my shelf. And then the notes, extensive notes on every single page and chapter. And then you have an index to put all other indices to shame. And Dr. Stephen Skinner, if you're seeing this, first of all, I'm honoured. Secondly, please do something like this with the tables, the magician's tables for the 6th edition. This is how you do it. I mean, wow! I'm sure anyone will agree. So first of all, you get an index of aims sought. So whatever you want to make happen, you can look it up over here. You can see that actually quite a lot of this in the 6th and 7th book is not very nice stuff. There's some very nice stuff, but so relief from backache, obviously that's very nice. Binding beasts, depending on your point of view, that's either neutral or not particularly nice. Making one beloved, again, seems like coercion to me. Decreasing things, conquering demons, which I suppose is really the aim of a lot of magic, binding devils and making. But this one also gives you the opportunity to free them. So yeah, depending on where you're coming from there. Avert conspiracies, but then yeah. So really, there's all kinds of different aims and purposes. Then you've got an index of angels and demons and spirits. So whatever angel or demon or spirit that you're looking for, you can look up its name over here and find the pages on which they appear. Next, you have. Come on. You have an index of methods used. So ablutions, abstinence, Almadel of Solomon, lots and lots of different methods used, and the pages on which those methods can be found. Then an index of materials used. So whatever material you're using, say you're using parchment, here we go, all the pages on which parchment is used. And then you have a general index. So let's say there's a word that you've come across and you don't know what it refers to. You can just look it up over here and go to the page where it's talked about. Absolutely perfect. Admittedly, this is a slightly shorter book than the tables of the magician's tables, but nevertheless, it's glorious. It's a perfect table. It's a perfect index, just the way, just what anyone would hope for and want. There we are. So that concludes my review of the 6th and 7th books of Moses. Do leave me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps to make these videos sustainable. And I will see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.